Hey everybody, figured we'd show this not ultra light, but a very small kit that I keep in my car. Little stove setup. It's really budget friendly. It weighs about 1 pound, 8 ounces. Now that's without food. But it's a relatively cheap option. The stove will cost you about $15. The cup about $5. Some foil. Most people have that. And the fuel source is about $1. We're gonna test it on some SpaghettiOs. My daughter's my helper today. And all right, everybody. Here's our little setup. We're gonna heat up some SpaghettiOs and meatballs and see how it works, how long it takes. After that test, we'll boil some water with it. In the proper setup, these dollar store sterno cans, it's a wicked sterno can, perform really good actually. We'll see how long it takes to heat this up, and we'll be back in 1 second. All right, we got it on there. We got a little foil lid on there, which is pretty much free. Again, so the stove it's a Coghlans folding camp stove. You can find it for anywhere from $10 to $15. The cup is a $5 Ozark Trail cup, found at Walmart. The wicked sterno is found at the Dollar Tree in the fondue section. And we've got a test on here, heating up some SpaghettiOs. We're about a minute in, and you can already start to hear some popping. All right. Hey everybody, we're back. We're about 3 minutes in. I went ahead and added a small thermometer, just to see, like a meat thermometer, nothing super special. It's already starting to climb, about 3 minutes, and it's getting close to 140 degrees. We're gonna try to see if we can get it to a boil and how long that takes. It's just really basic, cheap items. Thanks. All right, everybody, it hit temperature about 4.5 minutes. And it's been staying really readily at around 160. It climbs up to 170, then it stops. It doesn't push it super hot, but for heating up food, canned food, for boiling water, I'm not sure how long that's going to take, but we're going to go ahead and attempt it. I'll go ahead and take this out of there. And you can see it's pretty warm. It's about 50 degrees in here. And I'm not a big fan of SpaghettiOs, but you can see it's hot. Yep, it's nice and warm and hot. About 170 some degrees. So this is just a little cook set, not meant for boiling water, but just designed to heat up stuff in the field. Thanks. Hey everybody, we're back. We're going to try to boil water. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We're using the cans you can get from the Dollar Tree. I think I've mentioned this a few times. It's like a chafing gel, but it's a liquid form. It's for like fondue sets and stuff like that. Now you can use these indoors. That's one of the main reasons I keep it in my car. It's a decent heat source. It's not super great, but it will remove oxygen, so you got to make sure you crack a window. But the stove itself is enameled steel. If you're having to run out of one of these or you didn't bring enough, you could put wood in it. It'll probably last an extremely long time. The cup is stainless steel. I'm not sure how you'd even break it. We're going to touch back. I'm going to go ahead and set this on top and start our timer and see if we can get this boiling. If I don't drop it. All right. Thanks. All right, guys, back again. We're about 13 minutes in. It's finally up to about, I don't know, 145, I'd say. I feel like our findings are going to find out that it's just not going to hit that critical temperature in order to boil. That or my thermometer is busted. There's plenty of steam coming out. I'll try to show you. It's got plenty of bubbles, but it's just not able to get that high heat. So we're gonna do another test. We're living in Ohio right now. We got still about 8 inches of snow outside. So one good thing about these fuel is that they last an extremely long time, like 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna say that it failed at that. So it will it will heat up food. Any kind of food that you have, canned food, stuff like that. Will it hit a critical temperature of boil? Probably not. So you couldn't pasteurize any water. The next test, I'm gonna scoop this water out, cool that cup down, and put some snow in there. I bet you it'll make water that way. Hey everybody, last test, we're going to see if we can melt some snow. It'll probably do it just fine since it gets up to what about full temperatures around 170. So we have 18 ounces of snow. That's how much the cup holds. We're going to melt it and see how much water we get out of it, how long it takes to get out. And I'll jump back in a second. I'm going to go ahead and set this on. I took the thermometer out because it doesn't really matter, I don't think, as long as it's not freezing. All right, go ahead and put that back on there. We'll click our trusty stopwatch. All right, we'll come back. I'll tell you how long it took that fuel source to melt 18 ounces of snow. Hey everybody, this is gonna be the last little bit installment on this chafing fuel. It says it has a 3-hour span. I've watched videos where people have got out right about 3 hours out of it. We did melt all the snow. This was completely topped off. There's probably a fifth of it actually has water in it. I stopped it as soon as all the chunks of snow are out. And it took right about 12 minutes. It's cold in here though. My thermometer says 50 degrees, but there's no way. Can't see it, but I can see my breath in here. It's probably about 30. So is it the best fuel in the world? No. But is it cheap? Yes, it's extremely cheap. I mean, it'd almost be worth picking up a couple cans. Like I say, they're at the Dollar Store. They run about $1. And if you have a Bic lighter in your pocket or anything like that, I mean, I probably only used, let's say 45 minutes to an hour of it. And I mean, you could start as many fires as you wanted. If you just wanted to light it, then use it to start other fires. If you wanted it to heat up your food, we're going to do some more in depth. I have got it to boil before with an aluminum pot. Stainless steel, it's just too thick. It takes a long time for the heat to conduct. We'll probably also do some frying in this just to kind of demonstrate what you can do with it. It is limited, but still good. You can burn it indoors as long as you have some ventilation, and it's safe for that. So I hope this helps for like a little budget car stove. Thanks.